Hello, everybody. You'll have to excuse me. My allergies have kind of taken over, so it's kind of taken my voice. I was not even sure about doing a video, but I haven't done one in several days, and who knows when my voice is going to come back. This happens to me a couple times a year. My throat's not sore. It's just the allergies give me really bad laryngitis, and uh, it doesn't keep me from talking, but I just tend not to. I kind of try to keep myself a little quieter, but I just figured, well, I can't talk, so I'll just do some catching up on projects or do projects. And one of the biggest projects I've been doing, and for this one, it is a free pattern. You just have to download it. It's the one from A Quilting Life with Sherry McConnell. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. But I'll put the link to the website where you can download the free patterns, and they are free. There's no cost to download them other than, you don't even have to print them out. You can just save them to your computer, save them to your phone, take notes. But this is May, so this is what the blocks look like so far. And what these blocks are is they're log cabin blocks, but they're quite large. And you have, instead of on a log cabin, you have a center block, which can be any number of things, a 4-patch, a 2-patch. It's just a simple square. With these ones, you have to excuse the hair. It's I didn't get it straightened, so it's all fuzzy and all kinky and curly, and I hate curly hair. I had to deal with it all my entire life, and I hate kinky curly hair, but I didn't feel like straightening it, and I just have ceramic things that heat up and straighten it. So it's fuzzy, and I put coconut oil in it trying to keep it from being so fuzzy. So I just have to deal with it in my face, and I don't like my hair up. If it's up, it kind of gives me a headache, because it's, no. So, but back to the block of the month. And here's the one for January. As I said, it's your center block is the one that is different each month. And the one for January, mine for January, it's a little house in the center, which is it's cute. And then this is the one from February. And see, the center block is, I don't know, they're kind of tulips, or I'm not sure what they would be classified as. And I'm not sure why the block for March, to me the block for March and February should have been flip-flopped, but they weren't. And this is a block that she did for March. Oh, there, now you can see it. Sorry about that. This is the March one, which is heart in the center, which that heart was interesting how you put that together, and it looks cool. And then the one for April, I did a fussy cut piece in it, and I wanted it completely different, and my center is a star. And see where I fussy cut, I have fabric. Oh, helps if it's straight. I have fabric that is those little squares, and I just fussy cut a piece in there so that you could see the whole block, including the seam. So it was interesting how to cut it, and that one's just got that makes the star. And then the one for May, which is the one that gave me the idea of what you see behind you on my portable wall there. And I'll explain that one to you. And this is the one for May. It's like a tulip. And this one I just did white. For the white, I just did regular white and made my log cabin. But yes, these blocks are quite large. They she's putting out a new pattern each month, and so if you want to do them, it's more of a project where you can get used to doing the log cabin is what it amounts to. I know I personally had a lot of issues figuring out the log cabin. I don't know why it seemed so confusing to me, but it did. The log cabin was one that I am going to figure this out. And this project particularly helped me go, I don't know why I had such a block. And now I could probably put a log cabin together in my sleep. I guess it's because, to me, why does a log cabin have to be white in this color? And then I realized it doesn't. One side doesn't have to be white and another color. You could actually make all four sides all dark or all light. It doesn't really matter. You're just working all the way around a center square, whatever that square might be. Then the other one I was working on, and this one I had in my head, because I love paper piecing. I just don't sew through the paper. I just do mine differently. And so I had an idea of, okay, you're using paper. Why can't you just do the same thing on a piece of paper by drawing whatever it is you're going to be drawing onto actual fabric? In this case, I used white. And do the same thing as if you're using paper, but you're not. You're actually sewing to fabric, and then you're not having to rip it off. It's like, and originally I was going to make this an entire quilt, and then I thought, no, I just made a table runner. And what that one looks like is, and this one again is my normal scrappy stuff, no colors, really, well, they kind of do match, but that's what this one looks like. I think it looks so cool. Let me see if I can get it in the right direction, and it looks cool with all the diamonds. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to border it and quilt it. I will quilt this one, and I decided that I'm going to border it with orange, and I had it up on my little portable wall, but it looks amazing with the orange, and I never thought that would be possible, that orange could be used. Well, no reason why it can't. It's just orange is especially with this bright orange, it is bright orange, and it's like I have fingernail polish that color. But those are the projects. Then the newest one, which I explained to you when I was doing the block of the month for May for a quilting life, I thought, okay, I'm gonna take the tulip, and with your tulip block, which this is just a 2.5 inch square, or 2.5, and a 2.5 inch square here, and this is just well, actually no, they're 2 inch. They're 2 inch. These are 2 inch, 2 inch. Everything is 2 inch here, and this is a 2 inch strip white. It goes this way, and then 2 half square triangles, one on each side. And then a square for this corner, and then you sew this half square triangle to this piece, and then you sew this piece together, and then once you sew this piece together, Then you sew it to this half square triangle, and then you're going to sew these two pieces together, and then you add the green. I added a light and a dark green, and then to compensate, you just do a square and a square, and that is actually purple if you look at it. But the other concept is, yes, see, I do colors that do go together. I just prefer the scrappier the better. But it makes, and then of course you use, I just used a big 8.5, I believe it was 8.5, white, cut it at an angle, and filled my triangles in. And how you'll sew it together is in rows, this way, rows. Then you're not doing the Y seams. Y seams are no comment. I've done them. I don't enjoy doing them. So if I can figure out how to avoid them, I do. But those are the projects I've been working on. Oh, and there's one more. One more is done by Tammy with channel is Siberian Wind. Sorry, Tammy, if I messed that up. And go check out her channel on YouTube. She did a freebie pattern that she made, and this one is done with all flying geese. And it's an amazing. I got almost all my geese cut out. There's a bunch of them. This is almost all of them, and then I have a bunch more back there. I figured originally I was going to do it a block at a time, and I thought there's so many, I don't want to. But it makes but check out her channel. It's a really cool, interesting block, and what it is a technique, getting used to doing a technique, and in this case it's getting used to making bunches and bunches of flying geese. They're not my favorite. And normally I would say, because it's just creating a block, repeating, and the thing I liked about those blocks, I had one up here finished, I have to find it. It was finished, then I took it off the design board, then I have to finish it. It was just one block. The blocks are not square, and that makes it a little more interesting. Instead of, most all blocks are square. Well, why do they have to be square? Why can't they be rectangle or an odd shape? And she was able to come up with a design to where your blocks, in the way the flying geese go on there, they don't have to be square, and it'll be a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Of course, mine is done not with specific colors other than my border. My border is done again with flying geese, but mine is going to be a two-color border, and one is bright red, and the other is, gotta switch positions here. One is bright, oh, I'd have to move that stuff. And when I was doing these tulips, I stacked my material in case I need more of it, so I don't lose it. And then when I'm done with a project, I go put everything back and continue on. But check out that free pattern. And again, the Quilting Life is pattern is free. You just have to, she produces a new one each month, and again, it's May. So I just thought I would let everybody know what I was up to. And wow, concept, my voice held out for this video, and now it's going to go because I can feel it. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. Oh, I sound so funny. hit the like and subscribe, and I will see everybody in the chats. Thank you. Bye bye.